got ourselves Anderhurl over on the team 2 as an Affliction Warlock. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, it is Affliction Warlock. I just had like a part of my UI kind of covered. Fox and Ellie over on the Unholy Deathly charging out versus my boy Athaman over on the team Athaman. We got us a Bliv joined back in on his Frosty Mage, plus on that team Calvin, Holy Saya, and Athaman kind of waiting out as Fox and Ellie, such the wrong person, is going to be the first one on the. Where's your goal? Oh no, Foxy, you gotta get your goal up and running. Is gonna go for a trinket off the blind summon of the gargoyle, which is a little bit discombobulated and stunned. Drew hides the gargoyle. Is gonna go for a juke. What is this grip? Oh my goodness, the grip he had gives Arthur a juke. He just runs with it, man. He's okay with it. The gargoyle finally zooming in. As Foxy trying to get himself a little bit survivability. Blind as Ather goes in for a Wake of Ashes. The main ghoul stunned up for just a second. Gives Foxy an opportunity to get the ghoul stabilized. Ather does dip kind of low. His cloak is going to get procced up, but still got himself a pretty big hit for the Death Knight either way. Though it is going to be a spork-like procket for him either way. As Anderhole is going to be up next. Dotting up Ather. If you can get a full set of dots and just let it rot him eventually, the guy's going to even have to press a... If you can get a UA, hunt, full set of dots and everything, eventually Atho is going to just have to press up probably an immunity, even while chilling behind the pillar. Succubus catching you as soon as you get that stun. Full hunt up on Atho, actually quite a lot of damage. The man got himself a Hand of Freedom, maybe it'll be enough. Dark Glare, but a bubble comes out for Atho immediately as soon as you see it. Anderhole trying to see if he can back up out of there, trying to maybe go for a gateway, definitely needs to go for the instant gates, trying to go for a setup, taking the gate, maybe could use the Succubus to run Atho away from him. If the Succubus is in a good position, goes in for the Void of Facial. That's where he's a bit delayed. He'll try to make sure the Void of Facial is out, playing that, playing a little bit of that middle ground with Athaman, trying to keep him at bay. And Athaman, unless he's got himself Spell Warden, might actually be in a lot of trouble. Unless he got himself a proper interrupt, looking for a quick kick, that is going to be Shield of Vengeance to give himself a little bit of that survivability. But the dots are in. The dots are just ripping him apart little by little. Stone into Anderhole does go in for the trinket. Big Warlock helps him together with a soul burn, burning one of the souls and getting Ather incredibly low. But the Spell Warden stops the damage. It doesn't negate it. It doesn't remove it. It just freezes it for a second. Searing Glare onto Anderhole to make it hard for him to reapply all the dots, and gonna miss that fear. UA, I think, still does end up establishing them. But Ather, not out of the woods just yet. Anderhole still got himself a wall. Succubus, you see, while still rotted down to the dots. Full set of dots with a hunt. I think might just go down. Mortal Coil, Shadow Fury, Drain, Soul Serenians. Oh, it does go for the Wake of Ashes. But that's about all he could really do. Anderhole does end up catching one over our Paladin friendo. With Plush going to be up next. Shadow Blades immediately. Succubus back in the stealth. And this should position Succubus in a way where you can always catch the Rogue. That's exactly what he's going to do. Rogue opens up. Shadow Blades. Succubus immediately trinket out of Plush with Cold Blood to follow as the wall comes out for Anderhole. That wall may not be enough. At least can go for a fear onto Plush. I don't know if he's got himself any more healing. Soulborn Hellstone, maybe the play. Dark Pact will not be able to do much. And Plush does end up going in for a couple of chipping away the Shadow Strikes over at the back of the Warlock to try to take him out. Grook up next immediately has his weapon stolen by this thief assassin. Kinda shot right after, punched right in the gut, trying to get himself a bit of damage going. And Grook, eating his secret technique, goes in full berserk. Mad damage under Grook though. The guy's super low in health. And plus, actually, they're gonna go for a full reset. Blind, not letting Grook, unless you attack him, is gonna heal. Sap, not gonna stop from healing. You may want to attack him. He's just healing. Look at the healing. He has to come out a little bit early. I think before his stun DRs are up. Evasion to follow, but cannot avoid a storm ball by a warrior. Disarm right after, trying to see if he can get away. Grook actually backing up. He's fine. I think he was waiting for a charge, maybe after his weapons are back versus Plush into a trinket. Grook takes a lot of damage. Maybe a situation where he goes in for a defensive. There goes in Rage of Gen. Cloak Shadows for Plush. If you got the cloak to deal with physical damage, you better be looking straight at Grook to at least be able to dodge some of his attacks, my guy. You need to make sure you're always facing him. As Grook hit him with a gouge, bleed onto Plush in that execute range. Get this shot, but the man is bleeding out profusely. One charge by the warrior. Looking to slam him down. One little cheat death is gone. Oh, that was a little BM. That is a little bit BM, my man Grook. But the cheat death, I feel like it procced for you. Hold on. Your cheat death procced and then it instantly disappeared. What did it proc on? How big of a shield did it give you? I feel like cheat death sometimes just doesn't even do anything for rogues. You're supposed to be able to cheat, get a big DR with a little bit of health, and just live for just a little longer, but sometimes it just doesn't do that. Calvin gonna be up next. Destro Warlock main, Demonic Gateway setup, Succubus out in the open somewhere maybe? Oh, it is out in the open. Actually setting the Succubus as like a front, like almost like an arm's reach to maybe pull Grook away from the pillar. actually position it just so you can pull him away from the pillar, just to make it easier for him to lock him down with a big Chaos Bolt, Portal, Immolation Aura, everything. Drop it down Infernal on top of it, get another stun, second bolt right after Gook with a Mortal Coil, another third bolt, it's just over. Oh my god, the guy didn't even get a chance to play the game. Are you kidding me? Oh no, Nina up next, charging out versus... Oh my god, this is Calvin is gonna drop down portals with an Infernal Shield of Vengeance up as the Paladin goes full wings. Oh my god. See, that didn't clear the dots, did it not? That's so weird, man. So just basically ignored dots. Double bolt into Nina's face with the fear to follow. Got him so spell ward, and Nina shoots. She should still be able to stabilize for a little, but she got to be looking at her own health bar right now. You need to find a way to just like recover a little bit of it, at least able to stop a lot of the damage. But if Calvin could get in there, succubus onto Nina, pulling her out in the open, gotta be a rebuke, but doesn't quite connect. It is a juke. Freebie Chaos Bolt for Calvin though, with Nina with a Mortal Coil right after. Trinket to follow, try to get on the CC, but Incinerate just sets her ablaze. With Grifka, last one Aura for Team 2. Calvin did walk into this one, did use a lot of cooldowns, got himself a succubus, but Grifka, at least not fighting Calvin with high dampening, is going to go for the succubus, not succubus, you see, shadowy duel, just to separate the warlock and the rogue away. Trinkets out of it just to slam. Oh my goodness, he didn't trust that he would be able to finish him. I felt like it was over for Calvin. But Obliv is going to have to find a way to fight this rogue, right? Nova onto Grifka, actually just random freeze onto Grifka, as it's going to be ulti time for Obliv, should be okay. Ice Storm not available for a while, but maybe Blink available. Could alter time. This one is going to alter Grifka with the Cloak of Shadows. Obliv got himself the Ice Storm, looking to drop down a bunch of AoE to Grifka. Blinks last second. Icebuck maybe. Does he have a second one? He does not actually. Oh my goodness. I thought he had a second block, but apparently not. Is Grifka looking for a reset? No outs right now unless he got himself a Shadow Mode, but looks like Holy Saya is going to play this out as a proper honor duel. He's going to position himself in a good spot. At this point, I think Grifka is just going to wait until everything is available, right? Cloak is back up. We got himself Vanish. He got himself everything. I think Holy is just going to end up taking this duel into a long direction. Could pick up the eyes if he wanted to try to see if he could find the rogue. But I think that's not how you win here. I think Holy is just going to play this one really slow and steady. So Grifka basically get himself a proper reset here. If he spends his time waiting for Cloak, waiting for everything, maybe he wins. Maybe he goes out a little early. He wants to pick up the eyes. He wants to see if he can steal those eyes away from Holy. I feel like if he were to do that, Holy maybe would throw a hammer at you. I don't think he would actually attack you fully. Zap, yeah. Yeah. Just gonna seal the eyes and walk away. But now Grifka cannot really get himself a restyle, so Holy maybe pushing the offensive here, trying to see if he can stay on top of Grifka. Great Shadow Step to juke out of the way, and is using all this line of sight in order to get away from the Paladin. Holy, unless you randomly Wake of Ashes, yeah, not gonna be able to find him. But I honestly don't think Holy was really trying to wait out for the eyes. I think Grifka maybe misread him a little bit here, because Holy likes the fact that he's in an area without any pillars nearby, so Grifka is forced to vanish immediately, Shadow Step around Holy, but it's not going to be a consecration waiting for him or anything. Grifka summon keeps it down though. Something got you out in the open. Unless maybe Holy Sire randomly gets you? No, but the other set of eyes is up and available, so I think Holy is just going to repark and reposition all the way to the other side. Bubble has been used to trade out for advantage. Grifka does have himself Shadow Meld. Picking up the eyes is going to be Holy immediately hitting him with a judgment as Grifka goes in with a kidney shot. No, instead cheap shot. Trinket out of Holy. Trinket out of Grifka though. Off with that Hammer of Justice. Holy with a Shield of Vengeance just to give him some defense, but he breaks through really quickly. At higher dampening right now. What are we at right now? 67% dampening. Blind Grifka with a little bit of Searing Glare. Could Cloak of Shadows this if you want to. Just trying to avoid attacking Holy Sire for a little bit while he got himself that 100% miss opportunity. Holy does end up countering that kidney shot together with Blessing, saying that it's huge. Lay on hands just to give himself a little bit more health. Grifka could push the offensive and end this right now. Stun to Grifka. Does he go down? Wait a second. Does Holy have enough damage right now? Trying to see if he can end the Grifka with a Shadow Melt. Not enough though. Cheap death. Oh, it does get knocked down like with a baseball bat. Home run just smacks this rogue upside the face and taking him out. My goodness. I was thinking it was going to be a situation where Grifka will get the opportunity to just go in for a full reset if he wanted to. But nope. He didn't even take it. I think he probably should have. I think at that point, maybe he probably should have, but I'm not sure. That was a close one though. I'm sleepy. Yeah. Whenever I lose a duel, I usually say the same thing.